Alright guys, so I put up on Blackboard your homework for the linear transformation problems. So you'll see that up on Blackboard now. But I thought I'd walk you guys through one of the problems on there to help you guys understand exactly what I'm looking for. So this is problem 2 in the homework, and I've given you the equation that I want you guys to transform and some data points from a couple of variables in that equation. So first thing you should do is just plot this data onto your graph. And if I plot this data as a function of f versus the height, I'll end up with some data points that are going to end up looking, all right, something like this, all right, where I see a nonlinear data. So that's the first thing I want you to do is just straight plot these two columns onto the graph to see the nonlinear form of the data. All right, the next thing I want you guys to do is then transform this equation into its linear form. All right, I'm even helping you out a little bit here, saying it's steady state. All right, so this is going to go to 0 at steady state. All right, and I can rearrange the equation to be f equals k times h raised to the p. All right, this is still not in its linear form, therefore I need to get it into its linear state. And so I can do that by multiplying both sides of the equation by the natural log. And if I do that, I'll end up with ln of f, all right, is equal to, I'm just going to rearrange this a little bit, all right, ln of h, all right, times p, all right, plus ln of k. All right, and we get that just through our logarithmic rules. All right, and so now this is our linear form of this equation. All right, and so then the next thing I want you guys to do is to set this up in an ax equals b form. All right, and for that, if you think back and remember where we talked about ax equals b, we have our three matrices that we have, all right, for this particular form, and this helps us get our linear regression. This is actually how we calculate our linear regression. But so here we have our matrix A, all right, matrix X, and then matrix V. All right, we'll start off with the variables that we don't know, and so our unknowns always go in our X matrix, and so we don't know the variable P, and we don't know, all right, ln of K in our equation, the natural log of our rate. All right, and so my unknowns, natural log of K, all right, and then P are the two unknowns, and so then in matrix A, I always put the coefficients of our unknowns. All right, the coefficient of P is going to be the natural log of H. Okay, and then the coefficient of the natural log of K is simply just 1. All right, and so then, and so really for each data point that I have, I'll just put 1, 4, 5, all right, ones, okay? And then what I need to do is then go calculate the natural log of H, right? And then for my B matrix over here, all right, I'm going to have what's on the other side of the equation, just simply the natural log of F, okay? And so now I can go through and calculate the natural log of H, okay, and put that into my matrix. And if I do that, I'll see the values of 0, 0 0.7, 1.0, 1.4, and then 1.6, right? That's my values. And then I need to go calculate the natural log of f, all right, for each one of these data points. And if I do that, I'll see I get 1.0, 1.4, all right, 2.0, 2.3, and then 2.7, all right. And so now that I've done that, I've set this up in my AX equals B form, all right. I can transfer these values, all right, ln of H and ln of F up to my other columns. So I want to put here ln of F in this column, all right, and then in my other column, ln of H, all right. So go ahead and transfer these values, all right, into each one of these columns, all right, so that I end up having all my values. I complete my table here, all right. And so now, if I go and I end up plotting this as the natural log of F now, all right, versus the natural log of H, all right, then I should see some type of graph that's going to give me a much more linear trend line, all right, for these data points, all right. And so then transfer these up to this column and then plot that data as the natural log of F versus the natural log of H. All right, you're going to do this for all of this for this particular problem, okay? And you can do this for each one of the problems on that homework assignment. This is what I'm looking for, all right? And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, thanks, guys.